Let's talk about being jealous of people that have what you want, because when you understand how to shift this belief, you're going to change your entire fucking life and you're going to feel so much better. So what the majority of people do is when they see someone who has what they want, they start bitching, moaning, and complaining and judging that person. They start coming up with reasons why that person can have it, but they can't. They start getting, let's be honest, entitled. They throw a little temper tantrum. And instead of seeing, now here's the shift. Instead of seeing that person and getting super entitled and being judgmental and then getting yourself into this like tizzy, you instead were like, if they get to have it, I get to have it too. I say this all day long. I teach my clients and students to say this all day long. If they get to have it, I get to have it too. Law of one, we're all connected. This is one of the best concepts that I love to really play with my clients and my students, and even in my own mind. So think about somebody driving your dream car, the car that you have always wanted to have. And we're tapping into the quantum universe here. So say somebody's driving your dream car and they've got blacked out windows. So you can't see anybody, like you can't see anybody in the car. You don't know who's driving it. And it's the make, it's the color, it's the model, like all of the things. The car, it's like, it's your dream car. Now, what if you standing on the sidewalk seeing that car, you've got two options. So at that moment, you've got two opportunities. You can be the entitled person or you can be the inspired person. And at the end of the day, the entitled person's never gonna get it because they're gonna keep being entitled and have shitty beliefs about themselves and about the reality, and they're gonna keep bitching, moaning, complaining. And that's gonna keep them in that timeline, right? Or you could be the person that gets so fucking inspired and says, oh my God, that's it. Like, that's my car. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for the universe for showing me that it's getting close to me. My manifestation is coming in. I'm about to have my dream car. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Now, here's the part that like is going to trip you out. What if that person in that car was you in another timeline, but you couldn't see yourself because the windows were blacked out, and you were driving down that road in the new timeline as the same old you in the older timeline was walking down the street, so that way you could see it and be inspired? What if that moment when you got so inspired because you saw that car and you knew that because somebody else had it, you got to have it, was actually the moment where you quantum leaped into the timeline where you get to have it and where you're driving that car? But because the one person didn't shift out of their entitlement and they got super judgy and played the same old low frequency emotions and thoughts, they stayed there, never having that car. And because you were the inspired person who got inspired over it, actually were able to get that car so quickly because that showed you that that car absolutely does exist and it's so close to you, so you get to have it. Think about this. The next time you see somebody that has anything that you want, are you going to be the entitled person or are you going to be the inspired person? And what's the self-talk going to be in your mind? What are the feelings you're going to feel?